Can We Talk podcast, episode 71. I used to be able to get away with saying, like, y'all don't watch this stuff. Mm-hmm. Can't get away with it anymore. No. We're in Dallas, Texas.
Moving.
I know a lot of people that, and this is going to be me shitting on people because fuck y'all, but
all right,
a lot of people who wanted to come on the podcast, I extended that olive branch to, and they didn't communicate with me. And it's okay. Just
like
know the olive branch is cut.
Oh.
Can't come.
Oh.
You know.
Damn.
It can't come, but it's perfectly fine. But trip was cool. We stopped in Waco. I don't know the name of the place that I was like, we have to go here. Rooney's. Was it Rooney? Rooney? Ronnie?
Like macaroni? Like Ronies?
Oh, that's clever. Okay. Ronnie's Macaroni Bar in Waco was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I've never heard of it. That's a cool name, though.
Yeah, I heard about it on the
like
Flick Clock.
Macaroni.
It was Flick Clock. Flick Clock, yeah. Right. Yeah, on Flick Clock.
No.
Yeah, Flick.
TikTok, they're shy. You found it on TikTok. Just say it. It's okay.
Flick Flock. Yeah, I found it on Flick Flock. Yeah, okay.
Flick Flock. Oh, Lord.
I'm anti-TikTok, but whatever.
Okay, that's why. Okay, that's cool.
But
Give them their credit.
Oh.
No. Union Hall was really fire. I think that like Union Hall in Waco has, I would maybe think 10 restaurants in there. So we stopped there. Construction was crazy weird. Like it didn't really make sense. Like,
always.
But they figured out I-35.
As long as I've been living in Dallas, that has always been an issue. Construction in Waco.
They figured it out on the highway though.
Yeah.
But not on the surface streets. So they're still working on that shit. So we tried that. I think that the macaroni was mid trash, honestly. Had to add the salt and pepper. Dry as fuck. What'd I say? We need some more cheese on this bitch.
A little bit of milk.
Maybe not the milk, but maybe the cheese. Because they usually I guess they had options that weren't available on a Thursday, but it was good because they had real lobster. I don't like imitation. I don't like the imitation bullshit. They actually had real lobster with the meal, so
that saved it.
It saved it for sure. And I was like, all right, cool. I started eating the pieces of lobster outside of the macaroni. Like, all right, cool. We can throw this shit away. We can throw this shit away.
God damn.
So that's because that's the halfway point here, right? From Austin. So I think it was like an hour 30 here.
Yeah, it's only a 3-hour drive. So yeah.
Only. Yeah, no.
Because Houston is 4 from here.
From here?
From Dallas.
Oh, I've never made a trip.
At least I go to Southwest, so 4 hours.
I've never made the Houston to Dallas trip because I'm like, those are the same places.
No,
I'm in the middle.
No, they not the same.
Do you like Houston better than Dallas?
It depends on what I'm doing. Houston, if I'm trying to get hood, ratchet, go back home, absolutely. Dallas is bougie, so they're about their business here. Wow. I can definitely say Houston is about their business. Don't get me wrong, but hustlers, home of hustlers. Dallas, bougie as fuck. And that's coming from some of the men that I speak to that say the same damn thing. Men from Houston, when it comes to speaking to women from Dallas, they go back home. They want to try Dallas women, but they end up going back home.
Houston men want to try Dallas women, but Dallas women
they're
are
different.
bougie.
Yeah, but then they're bougie. They want me to take care of them.
Could it be a thing like the men in Houston aren't around the women who want them to take care of them? Because I equate that as different. Because like when I come to Dallas, I know it's super hospitality. I know mad people here, right? So the energy is always cool. Like, and I've been around women who are from here, and I've dated women from Dallas. It's the opposite in Houston. Like the Houston women are like weird, kind of like, what's your name?
Maybe
give me $5. Like, excuse me,
damn.
what?
Maybe it's the okay. Well, let me say this. So maybe it is the type of men from Houston. I will say that the 5 men that I'm thinking of specifically in my head.
Yes, give them.
Let me say that. The 5 men that I'm specifically talking about in my head, these are men who are of like, they are CEOs. They own their own business. Like one in particular who I thought was very interesting. He owns a mental hospital here. It's a black man. He owns a mental hospital out here in Dallas. Fortunately, I can't remember it, but he owns one here in Dallas. And he tends to go back and forth to Houston. But he was like, I really like Dallas. When it comes to the business, Dallas is really a good place to be. Like, they're really about their business. But he was like, as far as the women go, dating the women, he was like, most of them really want you to kind of like take care of them. They may have a business, maybe about their business, but at the end of the day, they're like, I just want you to take care of me.
Is his business a promoter? Where's the difference between like?
I don't know what type of women he was looking into, but
hey, a type equals a type.
True.
So like, if your type is this, you pay for this. Like, everything's transactional, right? So like, I've never come across a woman that I'm actually interested in that's like, pay this. No. They couldn't get away with it here.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't even make sense. Like, if you might want to fuck with me, you can. There's no transaction. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk. Like, if you really want to be around me, you can be around me.
Right.
That's so simple.
Not everybody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I've been called a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, that's hilarious. It may be a Virgo thing, to be honest.
Shout out to the Virgos. We got the first, actually not the first, but the most relevant Virgo woman on the podcast here in Dallas. So
yes,
yeah, I might
shout
do
out
that.
to the Virgos.
Shout out to us.
Definitely.
I don't even care about those things, but apparently I'm supposed to.
The more I feel like the older I get and the more I get into the dating world, it's only relevant for women. It's only a conversation for women. The guys are like, oh shit, she talking about this shit. Not interested.
Yeah, I've never asked anyone for their signs. Like, on the first date, like, the sign that I don't want to fuck with you is you being weird. That's the sign.
All I need. I don't care about the zodiac. It's just you, which I could understand. But yeah, like I said, I think it's just more so of like a women's conversation.
No, dudes do it too. Like,
I'm about to say there's
I don't want to like take that as just women, because
like,
there's niggas out here that be like, what sign are you?
I don't mean to.
And we be friends too. Niggas will ask me my sign. I'm like, why?
Okay. Well, damn.
What the fuck you talking about? We don't.
Why you asking me this shit, bro?
Yeah. What's up, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, you got going.
What sign gives you more money? I don't know.
That's not really real. But yeah, I'm definitely not. Okay, let me not say mostly women, but I don't know too many guys that are really starting that conversation. Like, so what's your zodiac sign? Yeah, I heard something about it. The only time I hear a guy talking about it is if some female bring that shit up. So now he like, okay, I'm engaging in this conversation. But it's usually not the first topic he's going to bring up.
Yeah.
But
do you think bringing a guy here would have worked? Like, if you had your friend come, like, because a lot of things when it comes to like setting up podcasts, like, there's a lot of thought that goes into it, right? I can't do the last minute guy. And the last minute is like a week in advance. That's last minute for me. So I could never do that. So that won't even work with the conversation, right? Just unfortunately, like, I'm not saying I don't want to talk to your friend.
Yeah, no. It's cool.
It's not that I don't want him to be on the pod. I just don't think it would work. And also, there's like a lot of camera work and things that have to exist. When I say camera work, I mean this phone right here. Like, this has to work.
Oh, yeah.
Angle wise.
A little big. I don't know if that would like looking around how it's set up. I don't know if he would have.
It wouldn't work.
Sat here comfortably.
It just wouldn't. It wouldn't work.
Swole. So yeah.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because like angles matter when it comes to recording.
It
like,
does.
And I just can't add another person. That would have been additional equipment I would have had to bring.
I could understand that. No shade. I love his skin tone, but he was a little sugar cookie. So I felt like he probably would have been drowned out in between us. But it's all good. Yeah, no. I totally understand. It's a business at the end of the day. So yeah, I totally understand it.
And shout out to him. I'd love to have him on the pod. It just would have to work in a scenario that makes sense. Because like, imagine this is Bear, right? and take this down, take that down, take those down, you take that down,
Some space.
you just take all this down, right? I gotta make sure not only you're comfortable, I just gotta make sure everyone that I'm combining with to work for the podcast, to do the podcast, is comfortable. I didn't even know how to get in this bitch when I first got here. So I didn't even know how to leave.
I did see you had to put the code in twice.
Yeah.
You was like, well, damn, did I not do it right?
I was hoping you would come save me and just unlock it.
I was like, I hope somebody in there.
Because what you didn't do, you locked it. Because you didn't lock it when you left. You locked it, then you had to unlock it on yourself. And I started laughing as soon as I heard it. Like,
I did that for science.
practicing.
For the name of science. No, not for science. I can't. I was hoping somebody was in here. I was like, I hope somebody can open the door.
Yeah. I was like, because you was like, because I saw I was like,
the code in.
you just picking up some drugs? Like, what are you doing? So I was like, I called you,
Nah.
and you was like oblivious. He was like, yeah. I was like, is this you? He was like, I don't know. And then he looked up. He was, oh, there you go.
Because what's crazy is I kind of side-eyed where you was, but you were literally
coming down like a drug dealer.
You
like,
were lined up with the corner of my vehicle, so I didn't really see you on the stairs. I had to lean back a bit. And I was like, oh, you was on the steps. Like, damn, how long you been standing there? I'm just sitting here like, that's because I wasn't looking up, but I was paying attention to the road. Because I'm like, the way these people turning around this street, like,
oh yeah.
what's going on around here? Like, I don't need no problem. So
it's tough here.
I have to watch my back. You know, my
I gotta watch my
car,
back.
unfortunately, is a fishbowl, so you can see
You know what I'm
everything
saying?
I'm doing.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
I'm fishbowl king. I believe
Yeah.
some versa. You
Fishbowl.
can see in the car,
Yeah,
like,
so
from the
I'm-
sky.
So I'm
almost.
like, I want you to see me looking at you, but I don't want you to see me looking at you. So I was just like, let me mind my business, but let me pay attention because I'm a whole woman by myself. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was really what I was paying attention to. I was like, oh shit, that was him. I was a little annoyed because I was like, damn, I was already in this parking lot. Now
I was so
on the
surprised
side
that
of
there
the
was so much
street.
space here, and I won't disclose where we are because
Right.
know etiquette. We might be back. I don't know. Depends. It depends.
It's a nice apartment though.
I don't.
I mean, it's small, but I like it. It's
My
really the
place is- my
furniture,
place is
the
smaller than
bathroom.
this. My place is smaller than this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't look like
I don't
it.
have a washer and dryer in the bathroom.
I ain't never seen no shit like that. Listen, when I walked in there, that's why I was like, is this the bathroom or that one? Because I saw the washer and dryer, so I was like, okay, maybe the bathroom in there, because I didn't think it was in there because I've never seen that.
And this actually ties into, I think this is one of the things I really want to talk about. It's like a give or get kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So for you, what's one thing you would sacrifice to get what you want? And you don't have to think too hard because I have something already in mind. So like, let's give some examples, right? So what if you wanted to be 7 feet tall,
Okay.
but that meant your dick was little, pussy was trash, had no ass,
Okay.
feet were flat,
Okay.
and you weren't a Virgo.
Okay.
But just like what's something that what's something you can think of that like you really want that you would sacrifice something for? It doesn't have to be physical. It could be financial. It can be shoe wear. It could be whatever you want.
I really, really want my Jeep Wrangler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suited and booted out. But I'm going to settle for what I got now, which is another one of my vehicles that I really, really wanted. Unfortunately, it's a little old school. But, oh well. It's the one I wanted. I will sacrifice a flat ass.
Okay. Oh, so you're claiming you have a fat ass now.
I mean, with the work I put in. Because it didn't look like this. Didn't look like this before. So, yeah, with the work that I put in.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so ask for G.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So for you personally, like, what did it look like back in the day? I've seen pictures. I don't want to talk about pictures. But I've seen part of your journey. Like, was it something that was necessary or something that was gauged into a response based off of someone else's experiences with dealing with you?
No, I was just tired. Tired of being uncomfortable. Tired of being tired. And I ain't did shit.
Yeah.
Like the fuck I'm breathing so hard for. I ain't even do nothing but walk up 5 steps. So I was just so tired. Like I was like annoyed about how tired I was. But for me, my family, we're not. It was probably about 2 petite women in my family. The rest of us have lots of meat on our body. So it was something that I was just used to. I've always been of size girl. But I got tired of being uncomfortable. I mean, I had no problems per se as far as dating life. But I just got tired of being uncomfortable with myself.
In settings or just personal, like overall, like
Just personal
look in the mirror
overall.
type shit.
What mirror? Child wasn't looking in no mirrors, man. I mean, I look in the mirror in the bathroom, brush my teeth. That was about it. But I mean, it may seem like it when it came to people that I was around, because as I started to become smaller, people were just like, wait, I didn't even notice you were big as you was. I was like, yeah, bitch, I was huge. You didn't realize it was mostly titties and stomach, but yeah, I was still big now. So yeah, just constantly being tired. Even my mother was like, I didn't realize that you were so of size. And I'm like, and you my mother. Like, what you mean? I was like, yeah.
My mother is the opposite. She calls me fat every time she sees me.
And you're not.
Yeah.
Nowhere
I know.
near it. Like,
yeah,
what?
It sucks.
What?
Sucks. Look, I yell at her.
That is nuts.
I get angry.
That is crazy. Cause yeah,
You getting fat, huh? I'm like, Mom, I was 140 when last time I lifted home. I am so much. I'm an adult.
Yeah, I got to put a little weight on now. So yeah, as you get older, yeah, you definitely got to put a little weight on now. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, total opposite.
True life.
Total opposite. Now I get the response of, "Damn, girl, you little." Oh, now I'm little. Oh, okay. Wasn't getting there before. But the one thing that made me keep going as I started losing weight, my cousin was like, and I joke about it now. I mean, I joke about it then and now. But she was like, damn, you got a neck now, girl. And I was like,
What?
Bitch, I didn't realize I really didn't. But damn, I really do. Like when I looked at pictures, I was like, oh yeah, shit. I really do have a neck. That's funny that you say that. Hurt a little bit, but thanks. That definitely kept me going. But the start of it was just my personal self overall. Just tired of being tired.
So that is just only personal sparked everything. Did you, and if you want to share it, was there like a specific weight that you lost or what you remember?
So the very first time I started, I believe I was at 208.
208.
Which for someone of my height.
How tall are you?
5'3". That is obese according to.
I'm obese according to every metric that.
Yeah,
exists.
I'm like according to the medical metric.
214 right now, right?
Yeah,
and I'm 6'2". I should be like
and you're
160.
Nowhere near obese.
I should be 160, according to those metrics.
That is slender.
Yeah.
Like that is extremely slender for your height.
No, not really.
No,
because I think the actual like size of people are based off of people who are already that. So I think I heard.
I mean, you could carry it differently. Absolutely.
But I think the traditional weight for a 7-footer is like 190, 180.
Oh wow!
For a person who is 7, like to get out of the obese tag and be in that kind of position, like a 7-footer is supposed to be like 200 pounds. Body mass versus this and this.
As large as they are.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's not life. And I hate that people think that that's what you're supposed to be like based off of that. Because a doctor didn't tell you that, right?
No.
A doctor was like,
not directly.
You're not unhealthy.
Yeah. No, not directly. No, they definitely didn't. It was a piece of paper that had a whole list of signs and was like, sizes, and was like, you should be this. Yeah, but according to the metric, 5'3", over 200 pounds, I am obese as fuck.
Same.
I didn't really look like it because I carried it completely different than other people. But yeah, I was over 208, and I'm like, I wear the same size as my mother who has 4 children. I don't have any. Baby, we cannot be wearing the same clothes. Like, what the fuck? I have no excuse. I don't have any children. Like, get your shit together, girl. No way. So yeah.
So let's talk about your time from let's talk about your time in Austin, right? So, what high school did you graduate from?
I graduated from Del Valley High School
Shout out to
in
Del Valley.
Del Valley, Texas.
Del Valley.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Wait. Stop. Del Valley is a place.
Yes, in Del Valley, Texas. It's not Austin. It's Del Valley, Texas. Is the address?
Can you Google it?
I already know that.
Why don't I know that?
My cousin was in Del Valley.
Yeah,
But like, it's a place.
yes, it's
not a
small.
school?
No, it's a small little town. Like it's really small.
Wow.
Like it's so small. It kind of looks like a very large housing neighborhood. It's small. Yeah, for real. It's like my
Del
high
Valley's a
school.
town.
Yes.
Like it's the city limits
You're
for
so
Del
silly.
Valley.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Like they have all the schools. They have middle school, elementary, high schools,
Wow.
opportunity centers, a jail, Del Valley jail.
I knew about that too. I think I knew about
Like because there's so many times that
You're
school
not
had to
divulging
shut
information here.
down
I didn't know you wanted to know about.
Del Valley.
That's something you
Texas.
should say on the
Like-
road.
like
Instead
it's
of
just-
going to sleep, you should just tell me.
You so silly,
What
boy.
are you talking
Like
about?
it takes about 15 minutes, not even to pass through Del Valley. Like
Wow, I had
like
no
our
idea.
school had to shut down a few times because motherfuckers is
But that's not- that's-
escaping the jail.
But that's not rare though, because like, what about like Conley? There's no Conley city, so I get it because there's a Pflugerville, there's an Austin High,
Right.
you know,
Round
there's
Rock.
a Clean High. There's damn.
Del Valley. Yes.
Damn.
That's crazy. You didn't know.
I had no fucking idea.
How long you been living in Del? I mean, Austin.
I'm from Pflugerville, yo.
I'm trying to hit it. How long? Too long is my answer.
I
Apparently.
didn't know that was a city.
'Cause- Yeah.
Is there HEB there?
You
Probably
know,
not.
I haven't been back since I graduated, but I will say when I started high school, it was just completely empty in front of my high school.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time the end of sophomore year, beginning of junior year, they were already building a corner store and a Family Dollar across the street from
Wow.
my high school. So by
Progress.
now, I don't know, because I ain't been back since I graduated. But before I was leaving, yeah, they were starting to build a lot of shit around there. So
I
ain't no
thought Del
telling.
Valley was like one of those schools that's like not a city.
Wow, no.
I didn't know.
Wow.
I really didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I've been all over Texas. Like I'd be outside.
I know. You know, Texas got more than 200 different types of cities.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know Del Valley
Like-
was one of them. You could have quizzed me for $1
That's
million.
crazy.
If
You
would
would've been like, no.
Yeah, I would have nope.
That's
lost
not
$1
a
million.
city?
And lost $1 million.
Meanwhile, you don't live far from it if you live in Austin.
And
So,
on the north side too. So
my guy.
yeah, I had no idea. Why do you know this? I don't.
She said a relative. Yeah, she said her cousin.
I got cousins that went to Del Valley. I go south.
Sir,
Ain't nobody said,
you
yo.
need your ass whooped.
I have no one has ever said, hey, want to pull up to Del Valley? No one's ever said
First
that.
of all, ain't nothing there to pull up to but the soccer field. But
I'm in the industry in a place where people would say, let's go to Del Valley soccer fields.
oh, cool.
I play
Well,
soccer.
it's a nice soccer field right across the high school, and it's usually
I
always
give up.
packed.
I'm tired. I'm not traveling no more. We're going to
What?
Del Valley next.
That's crazy. You didn't know that.
At
Wow. Well, you learned something new today.
Facts.
That is crazy. Yeah.
What's the biggest difference for you? Like being here in Dallas versus Austin?
People.
There's more black people, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we was at Ross,
Oh,
right?
really?
We went to the Ross right up the street, right? And I was like, mad people pregnant. But like
Hell yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of fucking going on around here.
a lot of
It
fucking
is.
a lot of fucking
It
I
is.
was like, God
It's the
damn.
weather.
God damn. You peeped too. I saw 4
God.
in the
damn.
aisles.
In one store?
Maybe
No, I saw.
Okay.
maybe the baby wasn't the baby. I don't know.
One was walking in the Target parking lot. One was at Ross, and one was at that CVS. Swear. I saw.
Oh no, I saw 4
So it
in the
sounds like
Ross.
in one trip.
Oh, I didn't see. It
I saw nothing but women shopping in men's clothes.
Shopping.
We shop for their baby daddy.
Yeah, I
So-
literally only saw women. Like I'm a Ross guy. Like I love Ross. Ross is
too.
fire if it is fire, right?
Same.
You got good days, you got bad days.
They do.
But if you go there and you get some fire, you got to find the fire. But like In the men's aisles, I only saw women. I saw 2 dudes.
Y'all got nice shirts. I love Ross shirts. I used to work at Ross. I love me some Ross, baby. People be sleeping
In
on
Del
Ross.
Valley?
No, in Dallas. They may have one by now. I don't know.
Shout out to the Ross and Round Rock. We got to get you back one day. If it comes back.
Dang, they got rid of your Ross?
The tornado hit.
Oh, okay.
It fucked it up, but
Damn.
it's still not there, right? Yeah.
It ain't coming back. But
It's not. It's not coming back. And,
at this point.
Yeah.
I love a good Ross though.
Mm-hmm.
But I love a good Ross.
Anytime I come to Dallas, like I gotta shop because I'm an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. Right?
Okay.
Y'all be having some shit.
They do. Yeah. Simply because it's right there.
Right there. Two,
so yeah,
2.5
they
hours
definitely do.
away from me. Yeah.
Definitely do. Know a lot of people that definitely go there.
But facts, it was like mad women.
Yeah.
With like literally in the aisle that I was walking in, I had to say, excuse me to like 5 women. I'm like, what are y'all shopping
Y'all
for?
shirts. I shop over there for y'all shirts.
No,
y'all
they was in the
hats.
XLs. Yeah,
I mean,
maybe I
probably
don't
they
know.
baby daddies,
Yeah.
but you never know. Y'all really just got cool T-shirts.
And I've never seen double racked men aisle in a Ross before, so I was surprised when I walked in because we've been to mad Rosses.
The one I worked at was a $4 million Ross, so
Oh, that'd be capping.
we had multiple rows of the men's. I like y'all shoes too.
I like the shoes. I used to like the shoes. I haven't seen anything fire in a long time. I got some fire. We did a Ross run once, a couple times, where we went to every Ross in Austin.
Yeah,
Nothing was fire.
that sucks. That sucks. Dallas gonna surprise you because they be having real life Jordans up in fucking Ross, like legit Jordans.
What's that? There's a Ross,
Ross.
that I always used to go to. No, maybe it was a Marshalls. No, maybe it was the Ross. There's a mall. I can't tell you the name of the mall, but I know it's here. And there's a Grandy's. There used to be a Grandy's like right next to it.
Not a Grandy's.
Shout out to Grandy's, man.
Throwback.
They still exist though.
I ain't seen the motherfuckers like I barely see Lubies.
There's Grandy's here. This is one of the only cities that have Grandy's.
I don't go to Grandy's. What the all these restaurants around here, I wish I would go to Grandy's.
I would go to Grandy's outside of a restaurant here, for sure. The smell's the same. Biscuits taste the same.
You
Danger
have a
feels the
nostalgia
same.
moment.
There's a little danger, you know.
No.
The Grandy's back in the day, Capitol Plaza, Round Rock, like
Throwback. Not Capitol Plaza. Oh, Austin. Dang, I ain't heard that in a while.
yeah.
But yeah, it would definitely be the black people that's here. I mean,
That Ross is the funkiest Ross ever.
over there in the Capitol Plaza,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Smell bad.
Ooh-wee.
It smell like the clothes aren't fresh.
Ooh. As soon as you hit the dough, you ain't even gotta open it yet. Just the whiff of it. Yeah. Oh God. The memories. Yeah. I don't miss that at all.
At all.
Goodness. But yeah, it will definitely be the black people. There are some gentrified locations here
Like
that
this
look
now
like
coming
the
on the way?
east side of Austin.
On the way.
Yeah. Oak Cliff definitely got a lot of areas. But
What I tell you?
it's still a lot of black people here though.
No, facts.
Like,
facts. I was telling her, I was like, there's a church
lot.
across the street. There's also the trap house or trap facilities across the street from here. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I seen them.
Yeah,
I
me
saw
too.
them. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they gonna get out of here, but this is like the staple of the community. They gonna stay here as long as possible.
Yeah. Especially right here by this church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the trapping
It's
by
the
the church
church.
is
Yeah.
wild.
It is. But the church is the reason why you can stay where
Yep.
you at.
Yep.
That is the only thing. That is extremely sad.
Yeah, we went
but
down.
yeah.
We went to the Ross that was as close as possible here, which is like less than a mile away. And I was going, I was like, "Yep, that's the house that the family owned, but no longer owns. That's the house that everyone called haunted. That's the house that if you were here when you were younger, that's the house that doesn't exist anymore. And then that's the facility and the restaurant slash diner spot that you used to love.
Yes.
Right, and now you're back.
Every hood got
And
one.
I kept I was pretending that I was from here.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Every hood got the same elements. Like you're gonna
I was like,
find
this
it.
is a Medea movie,
Yeah.
1000%. This is it. This is what it should look
That
like.
is for sure some Medea shit. That's hilarious. I watched the Medea movie before I got here. That is too funny.
And now we got to fight back the community, get back our shit. Like,
The struggle, baby.
This is
The
everything
struggle.
that's like existing in this circle, and I'm like, I've seen this before. I know this before. Like I know East Side of Austin's just like this shit.
Yeah, it is.
I've seen like
it is
5-bedroom
sucks.
condos off the East Side. Back in the day, 2-3, like you don't want to go over there.
Yeah. Oh hell no.
Now it's like
good old
white women
2-3.
walking their dogs, and that's what I told her. I was like,
Like, bitch, you would never. You'll never find this bitch watching her dog. People in the neighborhood gonna eat you alive.
I saw a white woman walking her dog, and I was like, complete.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
This is
now.
where we
if
at.
If she can walk this dog here,
We good.
She good.
The signs. Okay, do you hear me? The signs.
Facts. Like literally,
signs.
if she feels comfortable enough to walk these streets,
We good.
it's over. It's
It's
over.
good. Damn. Took a white lady to walk the neighborhood. For you to be like, yeah, we good. We straight.
Yeah, facts.
Damn.
She's
son.
not doing this anywhere else.
No, hell no. Fuck no. And it's only certain parts of Oak Cliff. Certain parts of Oak Cliff is still what people see on fucking First 48. Like it's still gonna be here. But the thing with Dallas, they don't play about they shit. Austin don't have enough black people to stick to keeping they shit, but Dallas definitely does. They especially these churches. Oh man, them black churches do not play about their neighborhoods. Okay, they don't play about their neighborhoods. So yeah. Dallas, has a lot more black people. I would definitely say the businesses. I do see Austin growing their black businesses. Shout out to y'all. I have been seeing that grow, but Dallas on a whole nother element.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I would never. I always say Dallas has way better food than Austin and Houston, but I think Austin has better food than Houston, and the people like get on my ass like, you don't know what brunch spots we be at every fucking weekend, and I'd be like, hey, I'm not talking about brunch, bro. Like, I'm not talking about lamb chops and eggs. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about variety.
People, not lamb chop and eggs.
Cause what black person was eating lamb chops as a child?
Not me.
Nobody.
I had lamb chops for the first time as a grown ass adult last year.
That shouldn't even be a part of our culture, but because we want to expand
our
people,
palates. Not
palates, reach.
Okay.
Like it's not the taste of it; it's like that we have them because the fanciest restaurants in the world have lamb chops. Yeah. So all the black-owned restaurants want lamb chops. And I'm like, we don't need them. We don't need them. But black folks love luxury.
They're not as good as people make them seem.
They're not good at brunch spots.
I don't care for lamb chops.
Lamb chops are brunch spots.
They're salty.
They're not salty. They're salty at the places you'll go get them.
Yeah,
lamb chops are fire. I love lamb. I grew up actually eating lamb, but not at that level. We can't get the lamb chops. We get the ground lamb, make lamb burgers. That type of shit. My people are from the country. So my dad would literally go to Mississippi. He would go to Tennessee and bring back a whole like tub of meat, like
different types of meat.
Raccoon,
I mean, I got some country peoples, but I don't remember them talking about lamb.
All that shit. Lamb is not an expensive meat. Lamb is one of the cheapest meats. Because if you really wanted a tomahawk, I'm just gonna run you $100. Lamb chops are the cheaper meat, but we've conditioned ourselves as not
I think
us.
It's the expensive meat because them plates for a lamb, I'm like, I'm not paying that for this
4 lamb chops.
Piece of chop to be salty as shit. I can't even enjoy it. I'm not paying that. That thing be like $60.
What's that place here? Where'd we go? K plus K or some cocktail, whatever's downtown.
Kitchen cocktails.
Yeah, trash.
So here's the thing. I have yet to be there because it used to be owned by. It had 2 owners at one point, and then you know how black people get sometimes. So they split up, and now it's owned by somebody else. But from the time that they opened it, I've always heard that it was kind of mediocre, but simply because social media make things look so fancy and like, oh, this is gonna be a good spot. Oh, it's jumping. I've heard their food really wasn't all of the weight.
I think that like
it was good, but it wasn't.
I think unfortunately, like when it comes to black-owned restaurants, that are those, not like the ones that are in the cut. Those in the cut are always fire. Always fire. Like you can get some great fried chicken at like a Rolling Rooster or hole in the wall. And I won't say hole in the wall because black people have wherever they have, but like those restaurants that have those brunch kind of like, I don't need a DJ to eat some good food.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I that's not what I would go to a restaurant for. Unfortunately, some people do go to restaurants to eat
The
and
atmosphere.
have good drinks and stuff like that, and the food is last. I love food. Food is the only thing and the only reason I'm going anywhere.
Got you.
I don't care about a DJ. I don't care about his DJ set. I don't care about the cocktails that are available. I don't care that you put them in old ass Patron bottles. I don't care about mixtures like that.
How food tastes.
Yeah. Is the food good and is it quality? And if it's quality, I usually order multiple things anytime I go anywhere for the first time. Not just a habit, right? Because I've been in the food industry for a very long time. And so I know consistency is key when it comes to food. So if you order 4 things and one thing sucks and the 3 are fire, that's consistency. That's good. If you order 4 things and 2 things suck, okay, all right, I got you. I got 2 more things, so it's even. So maybe the cook that did this way, and then the cook that did whatever I like is this way. So if I don't like 3 things out of the 4, I'm not coming back because I gave you 3 chances to make something that was good. And if you can't do it 3 times, you can't do it 4 times. And the 4th time, maybe if it may be good. No, you don't really care.
No.
So a lot of people go to certain restaurants. Not my black people. I love black people, but sometimes y'all be so caught up in the hype and so caught up in the groove that like y'all don't even know what y'all eating. Like you're gonna
Just
get
bandwagon.
Yeah, you're just gonna get it, and because it is black owned, that's what you want to do, and that's perfectly fine. I'm all for that, but we also have to be realistic with like the internet. We have so much power, yo.
The influence.
We have so much power. You know how much we can stop
influence.
something?
Yeah. But don't.
Don't?
But yeah. Woo-wee, but don't, child. That's the problem. But don't. Damn. But yes, we really could. The influence is
absolutely.
amazing that we have. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't even realize, but yeah.
I mean, we realize it, but we do it for the wrong reasons, man.
Unfortunately.
If we go on the internet right now and said Cajun Eats is, I'm never mind.
Don't
Never
set
mind.
yourself up for something now.
No, never mind. I said I was gonna stop talking.
I feel like you was about to set yourself up for some shit now. Don't do that.
Fuck. If we set ourselves up to like be on board with something that was really good, because a lot of restaurants that I hate that this is a term and a thing, but like we love affordability, right? Other people don't care if the food's good, right? People will usually go to a steakhouse, no music, no rah, nothing, and then claim it as the best restaurant in the world. We'll go to a restaurant and be like, there's no music? This can't be club/food? Like, we can't do that here? And then be upset that the restaurant isn't that. But again, I'm all for the food, 1,000%.
So sometimes that means that sometimes the reviews are based on just what you like, because you would go for food. For me, it depends on what I'm going for or what I'm trying to eat. If it's something new that I'm trying, then I don't really give a shit about the atmosphere. I just want to know if the food is good and if it's gonna make my stomach hurt after I take the first bite. But if it's a type of food that I've heard stories about already, I just haven't physically tried it on my own, then okay, it'll be a different thing that I'm going in there for. But if I want to try something, I mean, I like food, but I'm not big on food like yourself. So for me, I kind of do look for a cocktail. I'm not much of a drinker, but I know if that food wasn't the best, at least my cocktail was worth me being here today.
And that's a very understandable element, right? Because like if the cocktail's good and the food is good, great. If the cocktail is aight and the food is that's all right too, right? You're gonna get your to-go box. You're gonna put it in the microwave, whatever, and not worry about it
and
later.
not eat it again.
Yeah, right. But like for me, it's strictly the food, right? Like, I bartended for many years. Like I've been in the restaurant industry for a long time.
That's why.
I've seen a lot of elements, right? And I can literally go to a restaurant. I can tell you exactly what the setup is. Like my eyes can just tell you automatically. I can walk into a restaurant and be like, "Oh, that's back of house. This is this host stand." Like I just know that personally, right? But it's always the food for me. Like it's literally the food, and if the food isn't what I think it should be, and I do a lot of reviews. I review review a lot. I reviewed this place
Mm-hmm.
1,000 times. It took 3 weeks to figure out if I wanted to do it here. And I was telling you yesterday, I was like, I looked at hotels. I looked at here. I looked everywhere else in the world. Like I looked multiple places trying to figure it out. And I was like, I finally settled here. Like 3 days ago, I was like, I don't know.
The look on her face.
I don't know.
Like you took a long time. She's like, you took forever. You took a minute, sir. Jeez.
And I don't know. Aesthetics don't really matter to me. It's more so like exactly what I'm here to do. Mm-hmm. I'm here to pod. I'm here to eat. I'm here to do both. Yeah. So if the place I'm podding in is nice, if the place I'm eating in is dope,
it's a good trip.
It works.
Sound like a good trip. Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah,
it works.
Yeah. When I travel out of country, I worry about my food. That's when I really, really worry about my food. Especially passport traveling. I'm definitely really worried about
where you been
or take. Costa Rica, Mexico, Jamaica. Supposed to go back to Mexico pretty soon and planning a trip to Europe.
Okay, I need to get on the Europe trip as soon as possible.
Yeah,
and I rode my because if you're born into the military, you get that automatic shit until you're 23. I don't know if it's changed at this point. I think it's 23. It might be it might have been 23 at the time, but I think it's 21 now. If you so I think it's 23 if you're in school, like if you're going to an alternative school after high school. Before that, I think it's like 21 or 20. But your passport is your military identifications.
Okay, cool.
So if you're built into the military, like your parents or your parent was in the military, they decide at that personal time when you were super young to get that involved. Because if you have to go to different countries when you're younger, that's already built into your ID and stuff like that, your military ID. So
nice.
I wasted it. I didn't go anywhere before I was 23.
You're crazy.
It was annoying but I didn't know that. My parents didn't know that until well after.
Damn.
So like, yeah. So I have not got a passport at this point.
Oh man, when I tell you, I get on everybody's nerves. I cannot tell you, especially black people. Anybody I meet who I find out they ain't got no passport, I get on their nerves because I'm like, it's an investment. It's not just something to do. It's a fucking investment. If you lose any ID, your passport is going to be what save your ass. You could check into anything with your passport.
ID, passport, social security number.
Yes, absolutely. But without having your social security card out and about, because motherfuckers lose them shit. That's why your mama probably got it.
Yeah,
but
and she will tell you she don't have it. Let me tell you a story.
I got it.
I'm like, Mom, what's my social security card? I don't have it. I gave it to you. When did you give it to me? When
you turn 18.
No, that's not the truth. That's not the truth.
She still got it. She still got a copy of your shit. Okay. But yeah, a passport is extremely important. It's an investment. It's definitely a strong investment that is necessary.
It's not that much, right? It's like 160.
Well, it's probably going up a little bit now. I know when I purchased mine, 4 years ago, it was about 160. But that's because I had to pay for a specific birth certificate. The birth certificate that people take are the ones with your footprint, your fingerprints. That's not the one that you can use. There's a piece of paper that you're supposed to have. So I had to go and purchase that, and then you have to take a specific photo. So I had to pay for that. So that's the only reason why I paid about $160. No, I took it all in one spot. The good thing about Dallas here, their county office take care of all that shit. Yeah. Like I just went from one person to the next person, but it was all in one building. Thank goodness it was in one building. Because anybody got time to be going downtown, then I got to go back to where I was born.
Not back to where you were born.
Like, just to pick my shit up. Because I had to go all the way back to where I was born to get my social security card.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had a friend that had to do the same thing. He had to fly back to Louisiana from Ohio to pick up his social security card.
Damn, I'd have to fly to Hawaii.
Don't lose your social security card. Don't lose it. Okay, let me be quiet. I just had to go to another city in Texas.
The fly back to Hawaii is $1,300 easy. $1,300 easy.
You might as well fly Europe. Like my Europe ticket is $1,100.
Yeah, I don't think it's even round trip to get to Hawaii from Texas.
And that's $1,100 round trip. What?
Yeah, I don't think it.
Hawaii is so much closer.
I think it's the water aspect. Maybe I don't know.
Europe.
I don't know.
From Dallas, $1,100 round trip.
Who you flying with?
Southwest.
Shit, I don't know.
Good old Southwest. Yeah.
Bus in the sky. I got you.
Yeah. You don't want to fly?
I'd flown Southwest once, and they loaded us on that motherfucker like a bus. It's like next. They started filling rows.
I think
And
it's
I was
the
by
after
myself.
COVID shit.
And I was by
think that's what
myself,
it
so they
is.
started loading rows. You sit here. All right. Next. Remember when we was back in the bus?
They do that now. Like, I think it's just after the COVID shit.
Do you remember back in the bus,
That's
like we were like
hilarious.
going on a field trip? They'd be
Yeah.
like,
Fill
roll
it in.
Yep.
Yeah, fill it in.
That's
Everybody
exactly what they
fill
do
it
on
in.
Southwest. I'm cool.
That's hilarious.
Some Southwest do give drinks, right? As a complimentary, but like the one that I was on definitely didn't. No.
Okay, so what I will say, because I mostly fly Southwest now. Before, no, because I was like, y'all
Delta.
cost too goddamn much. But now, fuck it. I love Field in Dallas because it's the only airline at that airport. So that means my line is
Short.
so short, so short. But Southwest, I've always had a good trip. There was only one coming
I'm not
back.
saying it's a bad trip. I just like if
Well,
you're
the
gonna go, do you usually go by
accommodations.
yourself.
Lately, unfortunately. I'm scared of heights. So yeah, unfortunately lately I have been.
If you go by yourself, that's what my experience is. But I would imagine if you went through that same experience with somebody next to you and they lined it up on the rows, you're not worried about that because you're gonna sit next to who you
Yeah,
with.
no. So I, for the most part, I found my best friend. And lately, when she's been flying out with me, no, it's the people who paid for their seats. They sit their ass down, right?
First.
You go sit down. The last class, yeah, you fill in where you could fill in. If it's an open seat, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
But more than likely, you're not sitting down with the
Yeah.
person you came with.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the people that I fly with because again, I'm scared of heights. I'm very clear about that when I sit next to people.
What do you do for preparation when you fly? Like, what's one thing you're like, oh, all right, I gotta have. If this doesn't happen, we're not fucking flying tonight. We're not doing it.
Nothing, to be honest. Like if I'm leaving to a location, I can't smoke without flying. If I'm leaving the location to come back home, I just need my phone and my passport and my flight ticket.
Yeah.
That's all
You
it's
wanna
gonna
make sure
take
you
me.
don't lose shit.
Man, yeah, 'cause that's all I fucking need to get back home. I don't need my clothes. Just give me my main shit to get me on my plane, 'cause that's all I need to get back home. Fuck weed, fuck anything else. I just want to get home. But yeah, before I leave to my destination, I try to smoke because I got to calm my nerves. I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah.
But I warn people when I sit next to them on the plane.
I might be a little crazy.
I'm afraid of heights. So if I just grab you, it's because of the turbulence. I'm sorry. But I do want to prep you. So don't be shocked when I just grab your ass. Okay. So I'm going to just let you know now.
Robert, I feel like it's gonna be you with a tattoo.
Probably. I'm telling you.
With a tattoo?
There's gonna be a whole line.
Girl, don't you jump in no tattoo. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I have piercings. I have like
Oh, I
13,
can't do-
14 piercings.
And I got 13, 14 tattoos. Like, girl, you crazy.
People piercings all day.
No.
That's not different.
Oh, girl, we're opposite.
I have
Yeah.
24 tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, and to answer your flight question, trips from here to Honolulu are looking at about $575.
That's not bad.
Round trip?
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
All right, cool.
You ain't caught a flight in a minute,
Yeah.
obviously.
That's what-
But that's not
1992,
bad.
I think. I think
Oh,
when
God
I was born. I think 1992 or something like that. The tickets was crazy.
Oh, baby, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
No, I did try to book a trip when I
Yeah.
turned 21.
And you said Southwest?
Yeah, that was Southwest.
Good shit, yeah.
550 to 750. So
That's not bad.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
not bad
alright,
for
yeah,
Hawaii.
Yeah. But when I tried to book, because maybe this
It might have been a time.
It might have been my mindset as well. Like when I get there, I want to know where the fuck I'm gonna stay.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm not trying to get from
So
the
including the
airport.
hotel, yeah, I can definitely see
Yeah,
11.
I think that's what my mind was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know.
staying there is expensive. Get there, ain't your
Yeah, that's what I heard. My friend was stationed there. He was in the military. He was stationed there for about 3 years.
That's why I was born there. My father was in the military.
Yeah, that's
for
what's
quite some
up.
time. So that's why I was stationed there. Well, I was stationed there as a child. Yeah, I was stationed.
You ain't had no choice.
Yeah, I had no choice.
Just station you here. Okay. But yeah, passports are important. Everybody should get one. It's a major investment.
So in regards to your trips out of the country, what's maybe the funnest story that you've experienced? Like something that you didn't expect to go. Because if you're going out of the country, I mean outside, maybe
Jamaica.
I've seen a lot of women's like
Listen,
reverse
the video
photos.
I commented on. You remember, and I told you I was going to Jamaica
with the clap cheeks, like all the shits. Yes,
I didn't do that shit though.
Okay, was that available to you?
It wasn't not for the time that we were there and us kind of like looking at it last minute.
Okay.
Had we booked it more in advance, yeah, we definitely would have. But I was like, I don't like the way they had it set up. It was like you can have it available for your trip, but you would only be paying for the entrance there, or you would only be paying for the transportation. Then when you get there, the price gonna be totally different. You don't know what it is. I don't like surprises in places I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Facts.
So Jamaica, it's like they got the police, but the police scared of the people. So I don't need no problems. Okay. But yeah, no, Jamaica, man. Yeah, that video I had seen, I knew it was gonna be something, but I was like, I'm not doing it. So like, I shouldn't have any problems.
Let's talk about the video because I know what you're talking about. So like, a lot of videos have come out in the last year to 2 years with the women on the rafts and the locals smacking ass, rubbing ass, like with
rubbing
oils, like basically licking your vagina. That's what it looked like to me. Basically,
yeah, from behind,
in your ass, right? As you just relax and do whatever, and I'm sure your man and your husband at home is like, "Wow, hope I never see this."
Yeah, until it go viral.
But yeah, so the videos were basically again males
rubbing massage. It's a massage, is what they call it.
Massage,
yeah,
right?
It's a
massage
massage,
right? But it was a little more grab. Like it was like some.
It definitely was filling up on it. Yeah.
Like
it wasn't
after this
no
raft trip,
shit.
we going to the cabana.
Baby, let me tell you. Okay. From watching that video, I was like, I know they fucked up to that. Like this nigga was rubbing her ass down.
Absolutely.
Like they had to. Baby, that
and she gonna fuck because she on vacation.
That was a little too personal. Listen. I hear people say that all the time. I'm not one of them people. That bothers the fuck out of me. Like, I have homeboys who make jokes about that when they know, because I travel with my best friend. That's my travel buddy. So they're like, oh, yeah, I know you and your best friend about to fuck on some, wherever y'all going, they'll say those type of men. I'm just like, I don't know if it's just us, but we are just not those type of women. Like, I don't want stranger
women in
dick.
those videos were getting their cheeks clapped. Like, that's just a fact. Like, they're getting clapped out the whole time. They might not even do any of the adventures they planned
because they getting clapped at.
And none of those women posting that shit did the zip line and shit afterwards.
I did zip lining, and that's the story I got to tell, baby. That boy.
Ain't none of those women getting them cheeks rubbed did zip lining after. There ain't no second video after that. I promise you.
It was just the rafting.
It was the rafting that was done. Like they was getting cheek clapped the whole time. Dude told him, "I'm gonna be yours when you come back."
Get nothing else done. Y'all pay for all of that because mine was a bundle trip.
Okay.
So you had multiple activities that you were doing at this one facility. I didn't know it was going to be like that. I thought they were going to take us to different locations, but
no, Clap Cheek Alley, and then back to the bungalow, and then if you want to go back to Clap Cheek Alley,
like all the major activities were literally all at one facility, and I was just like, oh, this is not what I expected. I mean, I did my research, but y'all missed this on the websites and the reviews.
It says it in the fine print. It'd be like, make sure you have insurance, make sure you have a passport, make sure you're ready to get clapped cheeks, make sure this and this. No one reads the fine print.
Make sure you're single.
Yeah, make sure you're single. Make sure if your husband watches this, he's not going to be upset and you got an open relationship.
He ain't going to fly by.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all, it's not going to be bad.
It's going to be a bad time for him.
Ooh. Baby, yeah, man, say. I was like, I don't want to do the raft because I don't want to end up like them girls on the videos going viral.
Bust it open crazy. Who took the video? That's what I want to know.
Girl.
The homegirl did it?
Or the dude, the other dude that was there.
I think the dude was doing that like,
on my trip, the dude was taking our videos.
Yeah, for sure. Dudes were doing
that. They were like, you can't have your cameras out. First of all, you can't have your cameras out on most of those activities. They were like, no cameras. They were like, we don't want you to drop it, fuck it up. We're not liable for that shit.
We got the cameras.
Even though you signed the waiver. We're not liable for
I'm not
you
signing a
breaking
waiver
that
that
shit.
I can't have my phone unless I'm going to a comedy show.
Right. But no, they were like, no, you can't have no phone. But, you know, it was mostly niggas on the trip. So we had our phones out anyway. And for the most part, the tour guides were like, well, I'll record you then. So you don't hurt yourself trying to record yourself doing the activities that we're doing. So, yeah, for the most part, it probably was the tour guides that the other guy recording her, getting her ass rubbed the fuck on rather than her homegirl. Because the homegirl was getting rubbed on too. I'm so sure.
At the same damn time.
It will be the same time. Because listen.
Some raps be back to back.
Yeah, they do. They were piled up. Okay. I thought they were like separated, like really 101. No. Them shits was like bumper cars.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Yeah.
I was like, that's not relaxing.
Yeah, we gotta talk about.
I'm glad I ain't pay for that.
Yeah, we gotta definitely talk about the shit, like, cause like a lot of times people will do things and not know that people actually know what's going on, and they post it, and people who don't know what's going on be like, "Wow,
why are you doing that?
You had a great trip." Like, that was, like, we know certain people know. So I know mad people who have been to Jamaica.
Yeah,
I have conversations with mad people who have seen that. I'm like, that sounds like a terrorist attack, yo, on the ass. Like it seems wild.
Yeah.
Especially if you have the fat ass. Oh, it's a tough time. You
can't avoid it when you go to Jamaica.
It's a tough time.
Oh, baby, they come for you.
It's a tough time.
They be on your ass like shit on flies. Or flies on shit. Like they be on your ass. Like for real.
It's a tough time.
Yeah, they don't play no game. They don't care what size you are either.
Yeah.
That's what really surprised me, baby. The confidence. Look, me and my best friend, we small. She a little bit smaller than I. She probably about 5'2" and 112 pounds on a good day. So she's a small woman. Before we get to Jamaica, we like, bitch, we going to Jamaica. It's gonna be warm. We finna work out because I want to wear my 2-piece. Did all that working out for what? Like, get there. Shout out to my big girls because baby, they had 2 pieces on, like thong 2 pieces on, and with no cover up, and
that sounds like my type of trip.
Just laying on the beach with the boys. I'm like, oh well, bitch, what we work out for? They want the big girls. We should have been eating, not working out. Like, bitch, we did the opposite of what was needed. Like, what the fuck? Like, eating for what, bitch? I'm eating now. Fuck this. Yeah, like shout out to my big girls because baby, they was looking good in them 2 pieces. I'm like, bitch, why was we working out? Ain't nobody looking at us. They looking at them. Worked out for what? Trying to get a 6-pack for what? Ain't nobody looking at us. They like them bitches that eat, and bitch, we was not eating. We was not eating. But yeah, the trip was definitely interesting. The zip lining was what the water rafting was to the internet. Okay, that they were a little bit too much. Them motherfuckers were extremely aggressive. I didn't expect it.
Like, just like you walk up there and they're just like, let's go.
No, so like when it comes to the zip lining, you got to put these things in between. You got to put the straps on between your legs.
Shout out to Awesome Box and Pizza. I did rock climbing.
Oh yeah, they have it there. Like same thing.
As a guy, you know, like I did that and I had to do it with, like, women, and like I have to be like,
oh, so you were the person putting it on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, allegedly.
Oh,
yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
So
I'm not Jamaican.
Well, old buddy was
a little touchy feely.
Yeah, was putting my strap on and tied it a little too tight, and my crevices were emphasized, and I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it, and it didn't hurt or anything, but it was just like, all right, this is right up in my shit now, sir. I can
front or back.
Front. I can feel my shit in the front being emphasized to the world, and that's not what I wanted. And he knew it was a problem because I bit my lip. Like, I don't want to say nothing, but sir, I can feel that my vagina is just all the way out. And
we want to make sure you're secure.
Yeah, apparently, because when I bit my lip, this motherfucker smiled and was like, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
I just walked off on that point. I just walked off and left it alone. And then as he finished everybody else. We're getting ready to walk off so we can go up the stairs to get to the top of the zip line. And he was like, "You here?" And I'm like, "Why you pick me?" I was like, "Okay." So I'm walking with him, and this motherfucker decides to slowly take his hand back and grab my cat. And I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing?" He was like, "It's fat." Well, bitch, you pulled my straps way too goddamn tight, so you emphasize my shit. So yeah. Sir, this you doing too damn much. So I pulled my best friend in front of me because I'm like, at this point, I don't want to walk near him because he doing a little bit too much. So we going up the stairs. We're getting ready to go on the zip line, and unfortunately, I'm 5'3", as I've said. The ropes were extremely high, so I'm getting on my tippy toes. In order for her to put the latch on, I had to jump up on while I'm on my tippy toes at the same time. So
what tight crotch? That shit hurt.
And then she yanked it a little bit when she hooked it to make sure it was all. I was like, ma'am. And unfortunately, the same man who put my straps on was up there with us. And yeah, he just kept repeating "fat cat" the entire fucking time. And as we ziplining from post to post, yeah, he constantly repeated that the entire time. He was just like, "Damn, your cat is fat cat." Then my best friend is behind me, and the second ramp we got on, he see her come flying with her legs up, and he was like, "Oh, it's the fat cat crew." Bitch, I am done with the zip lining. I can't do this anymore. So by the time we're done with the zip lining, at the end of these activities, the men tend to kind of follow you because they want tips. So he started following me and was like, "Tell me about your deeper secrets." And I'm like, I don't have any, sir, but I'm going to continue to walk. He was like, "Well, I have a secret. I have a secret spot that we can go, and I can show you what I can do with that fat cat. I will bend you over." And yeah, he emphasized the gesture. And at that point, I was about ready to go. But he followed me the entire time.
One thing I tell women, right, is if a guy says something to you as blatant as that, it's worked before.
And I asked him that right before. I was like, "Yeah,
of course." He could be like, "No, this is my first time."
I was like, "It can't be," because the thing is, when I first saw him walked in, he was a very handsome guy, and I noticed him when I walked in.
As everyone else says.
Yeah. And when I first seen him, when I first walked in, he was with this big booty girl.
Mm-hmm. You already did that. That was the night before.
And I'm watching him the entire time. I'm like, he's handsome. Yeah,
she feels special. She
definitely does. Definitely does.
She's on his line.
So I'm watching him spit the game the entire time, and I'm just like, I'm going activity, and I see him, but I was like, I probably won't have to deal with him because all the activities I'm doing, I haven't dealt with him yet, but I see him dealing with other women.
He got that job because he can do that.
By the time he got to me, I was like, "Oh, do that shit work?" I actually asked him that, and he was like,
"Hell yeah." He
did. He was honest. He told me it worked. Yeah.
I would have went to the Motel 6 in Jamaica.
He was like, "Yeah, it actually does work." And I was
Absolutely.
like, "Damn, not today." Because the fuck? Nigga, what? I don't know you, and you talking about take me outside to the back, nigga.
Hey, listen.
Where?
That is music to women's ears sometimes.
No. Well, been there, done it, baby. I'm good. The fuck? You're not. First of all, where you trying to take me is the same area where we're riding the horses. Somebody gonna see us while riding the horse, and
the people who ride the horse already know this is part of the display. It's in the pamphlet. You're gonna see someone getting cheeks claps and ride horses. Like it's a singular thing.
I don't want no parts of that shit. I don't want no parts of it. But yeah, he was like, "Yeah, it works," and I was like, "Oh, okay, not over here." And I walked off. That was the end of our conversation or interaction because, sir.
Yeah.
What?
Again, I tell dudes, if I do have conversations with men, I always tell them, and they do some fuck shit, and women get mad about the fuck shit, and I'll be like, "It worked.
It worked.
It already worked. He's not going to change
for somebody. It really did.
It already worked. Like, there's no reason. Like, if you're a man or if you're a woman, even women, like, women are going to do whatever they feel is going to work, man. Like, if women go up to you, say a certain line and get you.
It worked.
It worked already.
But it was only that person. But it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be.
It's gonna work with somebody. It may not work for everybody,
Yeah.
but it's gonna work. Yeah. And it worked for other women, but it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
He was like, that's how he get his tips. Actually, another dude snitched on him. Was like, yeah, that's how he get his tips.
hating dudes. That's
He was like, he
that's
compliment
dirty.
y'all like
That's
that. And I was
dirty
like,
macking.
oh,
When dudes
yeah.
hate on dudes for doing what dudes do,
that
dirty
don't work
macking.
either. But some women fall for that.
Dirty
Let me take
macking
that
when-
back.
When a dude be
Some
like,
women
man, he
do fall
not the
for
one
that.
for you. He wild. He do this.
She'll fall
Ain't
for
that
it.
your best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it work?
Because I know what he be doing. Like, dirty macking is crazy.
Ah,
Fuck all that.
Birds of a feather be flocking sometimes.
No, them niggas don't fly. Niggas sit the fuck down and just wait like a fly trap type shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Women who be flying, for real. Niggas is grimy. That's why I gotta vet dudes. I can't just have a dude come up here and I don't know what he
Yeah.
on. Because niggas be nigging.
Baby, you ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to tell me twice. Listen, I done seen it. I heard it. I don't really have to deal with it per se, but I see my friends deal with it. No shade. I love them, but I'm picky. I'm extremely picky.
We're Virgos. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the
People watch
and
it too.
I'm not a astrology person.
Yeah.
But like I've talked to Virgo women and I'm just like we on the same page.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Man.
For real.
There's no extra needed.
True.
With us, like it's super simple to deal with us, but it's super hard not to deal with us.
Man. If I
That's
could
the truth.
stomp. If I could stomp on the ground, I don't know who downstairs, but baby.
I done tripped 5 times. She done hit the wall. Like we loud.
But yeah, that is oh man, so true.
Yeah.
No shade, but that's very humbly. I'm saying as humbly as I can. Yeah, no, that really is hard for people to stop fucking with us.
Yeah.
But it's really hard for some people to deal with us.
Yeah, it's either or. It's whatever you want to choose to deal with. Because honestly, like
It is what it is.
it is what it is. You want to move how you want to move. How you choose to move doesn't affect us. I guess like it's whatever you
I'ma be
decide
me.
to do. I'm gonna be my version of myself, regardless.
Whether you like it or not, honey. Oh, and that be hurting people sometimes. Do you hear me? Like that be hurting motherfuckers' feelings when I me too much. That hurt motherfuckers' feelings.
I was gonna be me with or without you.
Basically, it is what it is. Yeah, that be hurting people's feelings. But I have some friends who have learned. Friends that know me over 10 years, they have learned that okay, I just gotta deal with it because you ain't that ain't gonna change about you. No, it's not. So I love you. And yeah, just deal with
I'm
it.
always gonna have your back.
Always.
I'm always gonna have people's back.
Good
That's-
intent with that
that's
too.
Facts.
Especially if I
Like,
fuck with you.
Yeah,
always
facts.
gonna be good intent. Yeah,
Facts.
always.
for the rest of your life, you're good here.
Yeah. As long as you don't fuck me over. Absolutely. And best believe I'm going to have your motherfucking back. Do you hear me? Whether you're around me or not, I'm going to have your back. But you got to put in some time because I don't call
This
this
shit don't
anybody
come
a
easy.
friend. No, it really don't.
At all.
Like I've had somebody tell me that they thought we were friends because I've known them for probably about 6 years.
Well, I'll be
But
quick
it's
to
been
tell someone.
on and off.
I'll be quick to
there's
say we're not
no
friends.
consistency.
You are
And
an
I'm like,
associate?
how?
You're an associate.
There's no consistency.
You move how you move. I move how I move. And if we collaborate, we're working.
But that don't make you my friend.
Absolutely not.
That don't make you my friend. There's no consistency in this. So I don't see how we can be friends with no consistency.
Virgo talk was fire, yo.
Yeah.
You forgot you were on the podcast, huh?
A little bit.
We're basically
Even
done.
though I got equipment and shit.
We're
yeah.
basically done, man. Like, we're over an hour.
Oh wow. See, I low-key said it would go fast. I was like, I
I
tend
said it was gonna go
to
fast.
talk. Once you talk, you kind of forget about time.
This is basically it. We just got some pictures to take care of, and
Cool.
I don't know when this episode's coming out. I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
Take your time. I'm in no rush.
Mhm.
So take your time. I'm in no rush.
But yeah, we just have some pictures to take. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about or plug? Or I know you're a fitness person. If you want to plug
we
anything
didn't
that you're
talk
dealing
about
with,
a lot.
I told you. That's where I get you on again.
Casual conversation.
That's where I get you on again.
Just-
Two is better than one, because one will equal 3 hours.
Okay.
One can equal 3 hours. Honestly, we could have just kept talking for like ever.
Yeah.
And it'd be 3:00, and then I'm like, "Where are we gonna eat?"
Well,
and then
I'm like, but y'all ain't even ate yet. Like, it'd be different if y'all ate. But yeah, y'all didn't even eat yet.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Y'all crazy.
yeah, what was it? 71.
71 episode 71.
How'd you like it? How was the experience?
It was chill, relaxed, just like a regular conversation.
I told you. I keep telling you.
FaceTime and that's it. It's just, you know.
Can we talk about the
lights.
FaceTime thing? Like, because some people don't like that I want to have a phone FaceTime conversation with them before coming on the pod. And it has nothing to do with them. It is built for me and what I can gauge from conversation. When people are receptive in conversation, I know exactly what this is going to look like.
Okay.
When people get on FaceTime, be like, yep, okay. I automatically know.
No, this not going to be much of a conversation.
This is not going to be fun for me or you. So I appreciate you coming on, man. Like I don't know if this is going to happen. I know we talked weeks ago. Like we were supposed to do this weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't know when I was coming, if I was able to come or what it was going to look like. But yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally came too. I wanted to come when I have visit Austin, but I'm always in Austin for a very short time period. I'm not there very long. But yeah, I'm glad I came. This was interesting. It was fun.
It's different, right?
It is.
Podcast you've been on before, is it cooler than this?
No. Okay, so here's the thing. I love my girl. My best friend wanted to do a podcast, and I was doing her first episode at my apartment out here in Dallas, and we tried it. We had cameras. We had a tripod, one of these fancy ass ones, but we had tripods with lights. And then we had cameras, no microphones, but we were just all casually in my living room, just asking questions, just having a conversation. It was a group of us. It was about 4 of us, not including her as the hostess. But it was chill. It was in my living room. I think I still have the video on my camera, but it was chill. That was the last time. That was about pre-COVID. So that was about 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, shout out to those podcasts that don't exist anymore.
But I see a lot of people doing podcasts.
Consistently?
I have a friend that is, I don't know if they're doing them consistently considering how he posts his videos, but I know he's been doing it for quite some years now. Like I've seen his production like come some way as well. And he's based in Austin as well. It's called Rug Lamb.
Never heard of them.
No. They don't do them as often as you, I don't believe. But
so for me, like I learned that I can take breaks. Right. So I think that when I not first started, but like when I really got in the groove, I would do like 1 a week. And then I got in a mode for like a month. I was like doing 4 a week. And now I'm like, I can take breaks, yo. Like I don't have to do this all the time. I used to be so focused and hyper focused on like recording so consistently. And I was like, enough people watch and listen. Like I got the analytics back from the previous year from all the streaming services and stuff like that. And then YouTube came back and I'm like, damn.
I don't have to do it as much.
Like, do you mean to tell me over the last 4 or 5 months or whatever the analytical period is that people have listened to over 100,000 hours of this podcast?
Oh, wow.
And we record an hour,
Just
if that an episode. And I'm like, I'm probably 20,000% of that. Because I listened to everything, right? But like, when I saw the analytics, I'm like, I don't have to do this all the time. Catch up.
Yeah.
So I took a week off to come here to Dallas, and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's good. It sounds like it was worth the trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. That's always good. Well, hopefully I can come when I visit Austin, or you come back to Dallas. But
I don't know if that's happening
because I don't come to Austin that often. But
I don't think I'm coming back to Dallas for like, how long was it in between Oklahoma and Dallas? 5 months. February? Really?
10 months. Because we in December.
Fuck. Because
damn near a year.
As we was driving, because I was like, last time I remember seeing certain things, I was like we passed Hillsboro, and I was like, wait, what
country?
Like my mindset was like, was the last time we came this direction when we went to Oklahoma City? And I was like, what the fuck?
So let's go ahead and say a year ago. Dang. So nothing. I mean, when was the last time I've been to Austin? I mean, I don't come
count and divide by 2.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I really been to Austin. I know it was before February. Yeah, because my best friend lives there. But
yeah,
dang, a whole year.
Pull up, man.
I passed through Austin. I will say that.
Pull up. Like I'm in North Austin. I'm literally right off the highway.
So
I'm
is my best friend,
Ridge.
North Austin.
I'm Tech Ridge.
I don't know Austin areas that much. Like if it ain't like Otorf, Riverside, I'm just
South
like
side.
yeah,
way far from south.
Well, yeah,
as north as possible. Like if Pflugerville.
Yeah, no, I know where north is, but I don't know parts of the north. I know parts of the south.
You'll know it if you pass it. But trust me.
Yeah, I know for sure my best friend
lives
on the north side.
But you grew up on the south side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part. Yeah.
Old turf. I've heard that 1,000 times
Riverside,
from people on the south side. I used to go to the Riverside to like be reckless.
Yeah.
Not have fun.
Oh, it definitely was reckless over there. Like too much shit going on at the bus stop reckless. Like,
oh shit.
People dying at the Jack in the Box bus stop. Trying to get on the bus.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich type energy feels like.
Chicken sandwich. Lord, yeah, no, I don't miss Austin. But yeah, I'll definitely, if I stay long enough, I'll definitely let you know.
We have to do another episode. Like it's actually in the making now. Like we didn't cover a lot of stuff. Like we just flowed.
We didn't really talk about 2023.
We didn't. So what does that mean? In 2023, we got to talk about 2024. For sure.
Talk about the following year.
Yeah, this is great, man. Again, like I love doing this podcast because like I think everyone should have a podcast.
I was just gonna say, you make me want a podcast. This is interesting. I've had people approach me with it, but I'm just like, nobody want to hear me talk.
So I always had that problem too. Like when I started, I was like, no one wants to hear me talk until everyone wants to hear me talk.
So I tell myself that, but then I have people who tell me the opposite. And they be like, no, I like to hear you talk. You're funny. And I'm like, but you don't want to hear me talk all the time. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, for sure. You have to want to do it though. Like you have to commit to it.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely is.
Time constraints.
I see it.
You have to put in that kind of work to do it. Anytime anyone reaches out to me to start a podcast, they literally want me to do it for them. And I'm like, I can do a lot for you.
No.
But I can't create your personal content. I'm not you.
Yeah.
You can tell me about a whole story that I have no idea about. And that just is an amazing piece of content.
Yeah.
And I can tell you a story about me, and that's also an amazing piece of content. Can't be me, I can't be you. So yeah. I encourage everyone to have a podcast. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out of here. Again, I said pictures like 20 minutes ago.
You did. Episode 71.
This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 71. We're in Dallas, Texas, hanging out at the undisclosed location. But I appreciate you guys for listening. You guys have an amazing night or day, depending on when you're listening. Goodbye.
Adios.